Weißt du, was mir gerade einfällt? You know what we should do? We should make one movie that is like merging together all the speeches and then the cities in between. Berlin, Paris, New York, Wolfsburg. We had a couple of weeks ago the chance to meet JJ, the CDO of Volkswagen, and I had a keynote here today. During our talk we had a discussion about like what other tool could become as important as the email was in the last 30 years. I mean, there is no other communication tool than the email that has been so successful in the last 30 years. There were other before that, but in the last 30 years. And some people think like everything is going to messaging, like WhatsApp and all that stuff. But I think understanding the power that a collaborative document can have and what it can leverage at the company, more speed, more transparency, more creativity, will become the standard if you compare it to what an email is today. So this makes so much sense. And I know that a lot of people know these documents, but they just don't use them in that way.
Wo hättest du gerne Feedback?
Mal irgendwo, hau mal was rein, bist jetzt auf dem Handy.
This will leverage transparency, speed, and also the intensity of how we work. All these three areas that make work better, make collaboration better. And as I said, I'm not the only one. There's also the CDO of Volkswagen, JJ, who was in my podcast, and Dr. Döpfner, the CEO of Axel Springer, who also was in our On the Way to New Work podcast. And both were saying the same thing. Shared documents are super important, or becoming more and more important. And I think in like 5 years from now, where still some people now think, oh, this is just a small feature for geeks, this will become the standard. Give it a try, like not uploading something and then sharing it, like as a lot of people do, but like start working in the same document at the same time on a concept, on a paper, on a text, whatever, and see how this speeds up the process in between instead of sending email to one person to another person, getting feedback from the person, merging the feedbacks and then waiting for another version and then having final version 1, final version 2 and then the master version. But now we gotta prepare for the talk. So we should go in there and set everything up. Nothing against Wolfsburg, okay?